Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith, let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. All persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of the state, the people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then, thenceforward, and forever free. He treated me as a man. He did not let me feel for a moment that there was any difference in the color of our skins. The President is a most remarkable man. I am satisfied now that he is doing all that circumstances will permit him to do. Posterity will call you the great emancipator, a more enviable title than any crown could be, and greater than any merely mundane treasure. A house divided against itself cannot stand. I believe this government cannot endure, permanently, half slave and half free. I do not expect the Union to be dissolved, I do not expect the house to fall, but I do expect it will cease to be divided. Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side, my greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. Most folks are about as happy as they make their minds up to be. For people who like that kind of a book, that is the kind of book they will like. I am rather inclined to silence, and whether that be wise or not, it is at least more unusual nowadays to find a man who can hold his tongue than to find one who cannot. You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. If I am killed, I can die but once, but to live in constant dread of it is to die over and over again. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom and that of all about me seemed insufficient for that day. I happen temporarily to occupy this big white house. I am living witness that any one of your children may look to come here as my father's child has. Human nature will not change. In any future great national trial, compared with the men of this, we shall have as weak and as strong, as silly and as wise, as bad and as good. I claim not to have controlled events, but confess plainly that events have controlled me.